Asky Airline 54, ready for IF or clearance to Mandela.
Asky Airline 54, Decor Oceanic Control, expect runway 01. Climb flight level 060 on runway centerline, then expect rotor vectors Moxa. Squawk 1364.
Expect runway 01. Climb flight level 060 on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors Moxa. Squawk 1364. Asky Airline 54.
Asky Airline 54, read back correct.
Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Windows heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading
Beyond
276.
ATC
Altimeter 1012.
Heading 276. Altimeter 1012. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cutoff.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat
Beyond
takeoff,
ATC
using rated
connected.
thrust. Planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Standard reject actions to V1 as briefed. From V1, or if the calls continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Flight directives are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Asky Airline 54, ready for airways to Mandela.
Asky Airline 54, Diagne ground, expect runway 01. Climb flight level 060 on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors Moxa. Squawk 4656.
Expect runway 01. Climb flight level 060 on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors Moxa. Squawk 4656. Asky Airline 54.
Asky Airline 54, read back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger that. Asky Airline 54.
Before start checklist.
Stand by.
Before start checklist.
Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2 152. Heading 275. Altitude. Flight level 240.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 127. VR 128. V2 137.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist completed.
Asky Airline 54, ramp 1, request pushback and engine start.
Asky Airline 54, Diagne ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east, Asky Airline 54.
Mark.
Cockpit to ground.
Started.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Passengers
We will be
are
ready
boarding.
shortly. Roger. Cockpit to ground. Go ahead, flight deck. We are ready for pushback and engine start. Roger. Release the parking brakes, please. Parking brakes released. Pushing back. You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
Start engine 1.
Start engine 1.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please. Parking brakes set. Roger. Okay, the tow bar
pressure.
is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the left side with the pin. Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals. Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
Flaps 5.
Starter cutout. Number 2 stable.
Flight controls check complete.
Starter cutout. Number 1 stable.
Before taxi checklist.
Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Asky Airline 54. Request taxi to the active.
Asky Airline 54, runway 01, taxi via Charlie 8.
Runway 01 taxi via Charlie 8. Asky Airline 54.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Before takeoff checklist.
Asky Airline 54, contact Diagne Tower
Flaps 5, green light.
118.8.
Stabilizer trim.
4.0 units.
Over to Tower
Before takeoff checklist
118.8.
completed.
Asky Airline 54. Have a good morning.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
Asky Airline 54, ready for departure, runway 01. Fly heading 010, runway 01. Cleared for takeoff.
All aircraft
Asky Airline
advised
54.
Information Delta is now current. QNH 1012.
Takeoff.
Thrust set.
Airspeed's alive.
80 knots.
Checked.
Go. Rotate.
B2.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. $400
Engage heading select.
Heading select.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Command A.
Autopilot on. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps upset.
Center on 120.5, Asky Airline 54. Dakar Oceanic Control, Asky Airline 54. Good morning, 3,600 feet.
Transition set standard.
Standard set.
Asky Airline 54, Dakar Oceanic Control identified climb to flight level 240.
Climb to flight level 240, Asky Airline 54.
After takeoff checklist.
After
Asky
takeoff
Airline
checklist.
54, turn right, heading
Engine
275.
bleeds on.
Expect further
Tax
clearance in
auto.
about 5 miles.
Landing gear up and off. Flaps up. No lights.
Turn right, heading 275,
After takeoff
Asky
checklist
Airline
complete.
54.
Happy to release the cabin crew?
At your 12 o'clock, about 3 miles out, you'll see the stunning coastline of the Petite CD. This beautiful stretch of beach is famous for its golden sands and turquoise waters, making it a popular spot for both locals and tourists. The area is known for its charming fishing villages, like Saley, which was established in the 1970s and has since become a favorite getaway for those looking to enjoy sun, sea, and sand. Legend has it that the waters here are home to playful dolphins, so keep your eyes peeled. It's a great place for water sports, and you might even spot some surfers catching waves. So, if you ever fancy a break from flying, this is a perfect spot to unwind.
Flight level 100. Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Asky Airline 54, turn right, heading 325.
Turn right, heading 325, Asky Airline 54.
Acknowledged. Captain. Seatbelt sign is off. At your 12 o'clock, about 3 miles out, you'll see the stunning coastline of the Petite Cité. This beautiful stretch of beach is famous for its golden sand and turquoise waters, making it a popular spot for both locals and tourists. The area is known for its charming fishing villages, like Saley, which was established in the 1970s and has since become a favorite getaway for those looking to enjoy sun, sea, and sand. Legend has it that the waters here are home to playful dolphins, so keep your eyes peeled. It's a great place for water sports, and you might even spot some surfers catching waves. So, if you ever fancy a break from flying, this is the perfect spot to unwind.
Asky Airline 54, turn right, heading 285.
Turn right, heading 285, Asky Airline 54.
$1,000 to level.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you upon boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for your own safety. Thank you.
Asky Airline 54, cleared direct Moxa. Resume on navigation.
Roger, we'll head direct Moxa, then resume own navigation Asky Airline 54. Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great flight.
You have control.
I have control.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an RNAV approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command as we have a long taxi in. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
At your 1 o'clock, about 10 miles out, you'll see Goree Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This small island is known for its historical significance as a former slave trading post. It was discovered by the Portuguese in the 15th century and later became a key location for the transatlantic slave trade. The island is home to the Maison d'Esclaves, which serves as a poignant reminder of this dark chapter in history. Today, Goree Island is a peaceful retreat with colorful colonial buildings and beautiful beaches, attracting visitors who come to reflect on its past and enjoy the serene atmosphere. It's a great spot for some stunning aerial views. At our 2 o'clock, about 12 miles out, you'll see the stunning Lac Rose, or Lake Repa. This unique lake is famous for its striking pink color, which is caused by the high salt concentration and the presence of certain algae. It's so salty that people often float on its surface, just like the Dead Sea. The lake is also known for its salt harvesting, where local workers collect salt by hand, a tradition that dates back centuries. Fun fact, Lac Rose was a stop on the Dakar Rally, attracting adventurous racers from around the world. So, if you see any colorful boats out there, they're probably out collecting salt, or giving tourists a ride.
I have control.
You have control.
Asky Airline 54, contact Saloceanic 128.3, bye-bye.
Center on 128.3, Asky Airline 54, bye-bye. Saloceanic, Asky Airline 54, flight level 240.
Asky Airline 54, Saloceanic identified.
At our 1 o'clock, about 10 miles out, you'll see the stunning Lac Rose, or Lake Redbud. This unique lake is famous for its striking pink color, which is caused by the high salt concentration and the presence of certain algae. It's so salty that people often float on its surface, just like the Dead Sea. The lake is also known for its salt harvesting, where local workers collect salt by hand, a tradition that dates back centuries. Fun fact, Lac Rose was a stop on the Dakar Rally, attracting adventurous racers from around the world. So, if you see any colorful boats out there, they're probably out collecting salt or giving tourists a ride.
Descent checklist.
Pressurization. Landing altitude is 300 feet.
VREF 136. No DH set.
VREF 136. No DH set. Approach briefing. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. Level max. Landing data.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Asky Airline 54, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
Asky Airline 54, Arapo 1 Hotel, runway 03, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Arapo 1 Hotel, runway 03, descend to 7,000 feet, Asky Airline 54.
At our 12 o'clock, about 15 miles out, you'll see the beautiful island of Mayo. This lesser-known gem is part of the Cape Verde archipelago and is famous for its stunning white sandy beaches and crystal clear waters. Mayo is often overlooked by tourists, making it a perfect spot for those who enjoy a quieter, more laid-back atmosphere. The island is also home to a variety of wildlife, including sea turtles that come ashore to nest. Interestingly, Mayo was once a major producer of salt, and remnants of its salt flats can still be seen today. So, if you're looking for a place to escape the crowds, Mayo is definitely worth a visit.
Oh, Captain Mark, I heard you loud and clear this time. Just like your flying skills, eh? Now, let me make an announcement for our lovely passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your friendly flight attendant Janet speaking. As we begin our descent, please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your tray tables are up. If you look out the window, you might see the ground coming up to meet us, which is always a lovely sight, unless you're Captain Mark flying. Thank you for flying with us today.
Saloceanic Morabus 433, 800 feet.
Morabus 433, Saloceanic, identified. Continue climb to flight level 120.
Continue climb to flight level 120, Morabus 433.
Approach checklist.
Stand by.
Transition set altimeter. 1, 0, 1, 3.
1, 0, 1, 3. Set.
Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
1, 0, 1, 3. Set.
1, 0, 1, 3. Set. Approach checklist completed.
At our 12 o'clock, about 10 miles out, you'll see the beautiful island of Mayo. This lesser-known gem is part of the Cape Verde archipelago and is famous for its stunning white sandy beaches and crystal clear waters. Mayo is often overlooked by tourists, making it a perfect spot for those who enjoy a quieter, more laid-back atmosphere. The island is also home to a variety of wildlife, including sea turtles that come ashore to nest. Interestingly, Mayo was once a major producer of salt, and remnants of its salt flats can still be seen today. So, if you're looking for a place to escape the crowds, Mayo is definitely worth a visit. We're currently flying over a beautiful archipelago, which includes several small islands. These islands are known for their stunning landscapes and unique ecosystem. Some of them are uninhabited, while others have small communities that rely on fishing and tourism. Each island has its own charm, with beautiful beaches, rocky cliffs, and vibrant marinas. If you're
Asky
interested in
Airline
exploring them
54.
further, we could start the marvelous Cabo Verde tour, with Santiago Island as our first stop, which is about 91 kilometers away, heading 285. Mayo Airport, also known as GVNP, is located on Mayo Island, which is part of the Cape Verde archipelago. The airport was opened in 1999 and serves as a gateway for travelers looking to explore the beautiful beaches and natural landscapes of Mayo. It has a single runway and is relatively small, which gives it a cozy feel compared to larger international airports. The island is known for its tranquility, making it a perfect spot for those who want to escape the hustle and bustle of more touristy destinations. Interestingly, Mayo is one of the least populated islands in Cape Verde, so you might find yourself enjoying some peaceful solitude when you land. Cape Verde, an archipelago off the northwest coast of Africa, is made up of 10 volcanic islands and is known for its diverse landscapes, from sandy beaches to rugged mountains. It was discovered by Portuguese explorers in the 15th century and has since become a melting pot of African and European cultures. The islands are popular for their year-round warm climate, making them a favorite destination for sun-seekers and adventure enthusiasts alike. The capital, Praia, is located on Santiago Island, which is the largest island in the group. Interestingly, Cape Verde was once a crucial stop for ships traveling between Europe and the Americas,
Cabin
making it
crew,
an important
prepare for
hub of
landing.
maritime history.
Flight level 100.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your flight attendant Janet speaking. As we prepare to land in Praia, it's time to turn off those electronic
Ladies
devices
and gentlemen,
store
we'll
them
be
away,
arriving at our
unless you want to
destination
risk
shortly.
them
If
flying
you
out
are
the window,
making a
which
connection
would be
to
quite a
another
sight.
flight,
Please
please see the
ensure
customer
your
service
tray
agent
tables are
meeting
up.
this flight or
Receipts
video
are
monitor.
Flaps
for
one.
terminal
Speed check.
Flight level 140.
We wouldn't want you to
For
go
your
flying around
continued
the cabin
safety,
like
flight
Captain Mark
attendants
does.
will now
to
walk
flight
through the
level
cabin,
140,
secured for landing.
Our lovely
We'll be
airline
collecting
staff
all
Flaps
will
five.
service
provide
items,
information about your connecting
newspapers,
flights.
and any other
So,
items you wish
keep
to
your ears
discard or may
Flaps
not
one
be
set.
taken off the
Crew,
aircraft
please
with
check
you.
that
Speed
everyone
checked.
is seated and has their seatbelts fastened.
Also, in
Captain,
preparation for
cabin is
landing,
ready.
please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as
Flaps
items may
5
have
set.
shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened, and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Asky Airline 54, descend to 3,500 feet, QNH 1013.
At our 12 o'clock,
Descend to
about 10 miles out,
3,500 feet.
you'll see the stunning Pico
QNH
d'Antonio,
1013,
the highest peak
Asky
in Cape
Airline
Verde,
54.
standing at 1,974 meters. This majestic mountain is located on Santiago Island and is a popular spot for hikers and nature lovers. The peak is often shrouded in clouds, giving it a mystical appearance, and the views from the top are absolutely breathtaking. Legend has it that the mountain was once home to a giant who would throw rocks at passing ships. So watch out for any flying boulders. The surrounding area is rich in biodiversity, with unique flora and fauna that can only be found in this region. It's a must-see for anyone who loves the great outdoors.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Asky Airline 54, contact Praia Tower 118.2.
Contact Tower 118.2, Asky Airline 54. Praia Tower, Asky Airline 54, RNAV runway 03.
Asky Airline 54, Praia Tower, wind 040 at 14, runway 03 clear to land.
Runway 03, cleared to land, Asky Airline 54.
At our 12 o'clock, about 3 miles out, you'll see the stunning Serra de Malagueta mountain range. This range is part of the larger Parque Natural de Serra de Malagueta, which is known for its breathtaking landscapes and rich biodiversity. The mountains are home to unique flora and fauna, including some species that are endemic to Cape Verde. Hikers and nature lovers flock to this area for its scenic trails and the chance to spot rare birds. Legend has it that the mountains were once the hiding place for pirates who would stash their treasures away from prying eyes. So, if you ever fancy a treasure hunt, This might be the place
Speed
to start.
checked. Flaps 15 set.
Flaps 30.
Check speed.
Flaps 30.
Speed checked. Flaps 30 set.
Landing checklist.
Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30. Green light.
Landing checklist completed.
Cleared.
Radio altimeter alive.
Okay, Captain. Preparing
Cabin
for
crew,
landing.
take your seats.
At our 11 o'clock, about 4 kilometers out, you'll see Oi Park, a fun amusement park located in Praia. It's a great place for families and thrill seekers alike, featuring various rides and attractions. The park is known for its vibrant atmosphere and is a popular spot for locals and tourists to unwind and enjoy some leisure time. So, if you ever find yourself in need of a break from the sun, this is the place to be.
– 1,000 feet. Stable.
Manual flight.
Autopilot off. – 500 feet.
Continue.
Auto brake disarmed.
Manual braking.
Speed brake up. No reverse engine 1 and engine 2. 60 knots.
Checked.
Asky Airline 54, exit next available taxi by.
Exit next available taxiway, Asky Airline 54.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
Asky Airline 54, request taxi to assigned gate.
Asky Airline 54.
Starting the
Ramp to
APU.
taxi via Bravo, Charlie.
Ram 2 via Bravo, Charlie, Asky Airline 54.
APU on the buses.
Oh, Captain Mark, the landing was so smooth. I thought we were just hovering above the ground like your flying skills. But seriously, we made it down without any dramatic flair, which is a win in my book.
Three minutes.
Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check.
Shutdown checklist.
Stand by.
Shutdown checklist.
Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps.
Up.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar
Off.
off. Shutdown checklist completed.